At the heart of East Africa, where the great NYAWAWA, Lake Victoria, breathes under the moon's watchful gaze, there is a legend whispered in the wind, the NYAWAWA, spirits of the restless, souls of those lost to the deep, never given a proper farewell. When the mist rolls thick over the water, when the air turns heavy and silent, they rise. And when they do, the living must beware, for the NYAWAWA do not walk alone. They come in a procession, ghostly figures moving as one, unseen by the eyes of men, yet felt in the bones of those who listen too closely. Their whispers are soft, their presence is cold, and those who do not heed the warnings vanish. One night, when the lake was still, a lone fisherman named Okoth set out before dawn. The village elders had warned him, "Stay ashore when the wind does not blow. That is when the spirits walk." But Okoth was a man of the waters. He had fished this lake since childhood. Spirits did not fill his net, fish did. He rode into the mist, his lantern flickering weakly. He cast his net, waited, and listened. But the silence was unnatural. Not a single wave lapped against his boat. Not a single bird called. Then, a whisper, low, distant, carried by the wind that was not there. His breath hitched, his hands gripped the boat. The mist thickened, shadows moved where none should be. And then, the procession came. Out of the mist, pale figures began to take shape, cloaked in shadows, moving in silence, their heads bowed as if in mourning. They drifted across the water, neither floating nor walking, their veils hiding hollow faces. But the whispering grew stronger. The air turned ice cold. The boat rocked, though there were no waves. Okoth tried to move. He could not. A skeletal hand, wet and lifeless, gripped the edge of his boat. Another reached for his shoulder. The whispers turned to wails, desperate and unrelenting. The spirits did not seek to harm. They sought to be heard. They sought to be remembered. And they would not let him leave. From the distant shore, the village elders had seen the mist. They knew what had come. They began to beat the drums. Boom, boom, boom. The NYAWAWA shrieked, their forms wavering like smoke in the wind. They recoiled, retreating into the mist, their whispers fading beneath the power of sound. Okoth, gasping, found his strength. He grabbed his oar, struck the side of his boat, and shouted, though no words left his lips, only raw, terrified sound. And just like that, the spirits were gone. The mist lifted. The wind returned. The lake was still once more. Okoth returned to shore, but he was not the same man who had left. He did not tell the elders what he saw. He did not need to. They already knew. And so the warning lives on. The NYAWAWA still walk when the air is still. Their whispers still dance in the wind. To hear them is to be marked. To ignore them is to invite them closer. But to remember them, to make noise, to honor the lost, is to send them back into the mist for now.